sub of all-time super subs is two-time series champion Dale Earnhardt Jr. This third-generation driver will start 33rd, coming out of his own self-imposed retirement to help out Joe Nemechek in the 87 team. Jr. has 13 career wins. He was 13th fastest in the final practice session, but he's never won a Busch race here in Charlotte. His best effort came in May of 1999 when he finished second to the all-time series winner Mark Martin. Today, for the first time in his career, Dale Earnhardt Jr. will attempt to win a race in a car not owned by the Earnhardts.
How about Sheldon Creed, guys, in that 07 truck? Doing a great job.
Absolutely. 18 years old from Alpine, California.
The roughness of this racetrack is nothing new to him.
He's going to race you hard. We can't wait to see him back at the racetrack. Ross Chastain doing a great job filling in, currently in 14th place.
Yeah, definitely thinking about you, Ryan. Sending our best. Hope you're watching.
91 car, Michael McDowell, one of the 20 double-duty drivers. He is on a pole run. You see his time there. He is under the pole speed that Kelly Byers has already set in this session.
You can see all the steam coming out of this car. He's got a lot of tape on the grill. That was the lap that he needed to get, because I'm not sure he can make another lap as hot as this thing is. And he did get the pole so far, 75.09. He's still on it.
The 51 is on pit road. Elliott Sadler having some problems. And you know, this I won't say this is a scheduled pit stop, but we're at lap 125. It's been about 75 laps since these cars are on pit road. If your car's not handling just quite well.
Here's the 0-2 of Timothy Peters. First time we've had an opportunity to talk about Timothy. Good to have him back in the series, racing in the Truck Series again, and he's inside the top 10. Just got past Matt Crafton for 7th.
Remember last year he was one of our championship 4 when we came here to Homestead for Red Horse Racing.
What an impressive run for Peters, huh? That one-on-one truck, a decal company that Timothy works with, and they put a nice paint scheme on that 02 truck. It looks really good, and it's running even better.
All sideways. We thought he was crashing. We all our hands up in the booth here thinking it was going to be a caution. But speaking of here, we do have a caution in the 26 car. Grant Enfinger in his first ever Xfinity start. Looks like he hit the wall fairly hard. It does not sound good inside.
Yeah, and he's been in a tough spot since he really got in there to qualify. He got in there with no practice and kind of replacing the previous driver, and now it's kind of ended in the worst way.
And then here you got the so you got one on the outside. Man,
it's not clear.
Yeah.
That's in a strange part of the racetrack too.
Yeah, let's see it from the onboard camera here. Maybe.
Just not enough room there.
Take a look at Eric Almarola as he is 23.9 on his first lap. He had contact with the wall through no fault of his own yesterday. Had an oil line break on the 07 car, and then he slid up and did some damage.
That's right. He was a little mad because he thought that they should have thrown a caution a little earlier. He whistled it in there, got into oil. Rusty, I mean, when you get into oil, even on a street car with water, I mean, these things are slick tires. They have no grooves in them. It's out of your hand.
Here he's grabbing steering wheel, and he's off again, Mike. He's now going to spin toward the barrier and into the sand.
Yeah, that's getting stuck there. I don't think he's going to get out of there. Even with the sand being wet, I don't think this is going to probably bring out another caution.
Looking for grip and not finding it. Sam Hornish now in reverse, trying to pull the two-car out on its own.
You're moving, keep moving.
Haven't talked a lot about Boris Said today. He's 6th. That's Robbie Gordon right in front of him. Let's ride with Boris.
As he turns into the first part of the S, is so important. Little feather there.
Hornady's done a good job in this 43. This team has done a good job. Remember, they were the ones banging fenders with Jeff Green for the win in the final laps at Memphis last week. Marty?
Yeah, Alan, this is their first race together. We've talked about that. Keep this in mind. On the first run before Hornady pitted the last time, he was very, very good at at the end of the run. Now, this set of tires doesn't seem to be agreeing with the car quite as much, but they are very good on the longer runs. They think they can at least chase down Kevin Harvick, maybe even Greg Biffle.
This is a good race to put Ron Hornady in for the first race, because he probably has more laps than anybody out here today around this racetrack. A lot of experience here.
Run here in the Featherlight Southwest Series, run here in the Winston West Series, run here in both the Craftsman Truck and Busch Series, plus the Winston Cup car.
Steve Park's going to want to pick it up. He only ran 55.607. So of the 5 that have been on the track, the go or go home drivers, he's actually 4th right now.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to get out in front of J.R. Fitzpatrick, who is almost a second faster, about 0.8 of a second faster. But every 1/10 of a second, every 100th of a second matters, because all Steve's looking to do is beat one more truck. He's already beat Mike Harmon, so he has to beat one more truck, and we've got, 8 trucks left to go.
Right. Robert Richardson's the one in front of him at 55.017. Again, you mentioned that would be a very big pickup, over 0.6 of a second.
I think it's safe to say we're going to knock Robert Richardson in this field.
Park down onto the apron of the racetrack, trying to squeeze everything you can out of that 02 truck to make sure he's gets in this show.
Across the start-finish line, a little bit of a pickup, 55.486. But he now is on the bubble.
And Robert Richardson turns green.
Vince, the 51 of Spencer Davis, came down pit road with his Kyle Busch Motorsports teammates. He was loose on entry. He put 2 right side tires on the 51 and made an air pressure adjustment, hoping to get him strong before the end of this first segment.
Now here is the number 5 with Andy Hillenberg now on board for Terry Labonte.
They had trouble getting this car up to speed, Ken, in qualifying, and Terry Labonte chose to withdraw because he's not eligible for a provisional starting position as a result of being a Winston Cup driver. But he was high enough in the points last year. He ran enough races as a car owner that is, he was in position for a provisional, and so he put a driver in there in case they didn't qualify fast enough that they could get in the field with a provisional.
The driver wasn't eligible, but the car was. Exactly. And Hillenberg, they stuck him in the car because, he won the ARCA race here last Sunday, so he does know how to get around the racetrack.
Absolutely.